cities a little more when I travel, for sure. Like,
It's something that I always wished I could do when I was traveling for tournaments, way back when I was still in college. But it was just prohibitive based on the fact that I had to be at school.
Class, yeah.
I could only miss so many days of school. And all right, well, we're off to see what's going on here in Game 3.
it's like
I'm guessing we've got Bug and Stoneforge from the lands that I can see so far.
Stoneforge on John Winters sounds about right. Also sounds like a deck John Winters would play.
So Mario Sawyer starts things off with a Verdant Catacomb into Underground Sea. And look, I think that's a Pernicious Deed in his hand. I can see. So
Yeah, like
yeah,
Bug versus Blue White.
guessing Bug versus Blue White.
And Blue White is supposed to have the edge in this matchup. Brainstorm for Mario Sawyer. Now that's a really weird Brainstorm to me.
I mean, I don't know it's his hand, but I do think that a lot of players use their brainstorms far too haphazardly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like AJ Soccer talks about in his video series. It's not just I have a blue mana, I have a Brainstorm, I should cast it. It's do I have cards I want to put back? Do I want to shuffle? Do I know what I want yet? Mm-hmm. And especially end step Brainstorm, you want to see as many cards as possible.
Right.
So like casting it on the main phase there might have just been a better play. So let's see, he fetches an Underground Sea, so not a green land, no tropical islands. Let's see what Mario Sawyer has waiting for us.
So pretty low action game so far.
He just passes the turn. So yeah, I really don't like that Brainstorm then if his plan was just to pass. Back to John Winters, see if he's got a Stoneforge or nope. Just plays, I think, a Mystery Rainforest of his own and passes. It's foil, whatever it is. One thing I do know.
Furthering our bling lands in the feature match area this weekend.
Him to Turok gets Spell Snared, which gets misstepped.
I like it. Getting that him in there. And
misstep to misstep. And him is down for the count.
Here we have our deck list. So
yeah, looks like
this is kind of interesting. This is actually not a Stoneforge deck. This is a creatureless blue-white deck.
Oh.
So it's a blue-white standstill deck with Jace the Mind Sculptor. A single copy of Elspeth looks to be the primary win condition along with Vicious Factories.
Yeah, and single Oblivion Ring standstill. No, it's a landstill deck basically.
Yeah.
Vidalcan Shackle is also. Yeah, it's very different from Stoneforge. Blue White Stoneforge taps out, gets a Stoneforge Mystic, Batter Skulls you. This deck just waits forever and kills you on turn 604. So, looks like Mario Sawyer's Wastelands down Mistress Factory. But the Singleton Crucible in John's deck that he'll find eventually could help him make sure he gets that factory back, has a win condition. And plays Flooded Strand. Mario Sawyer draws.
So this is a most likely not going to be a particularly high action match here. We Mario Sawyer with Tarmogoyf, Tombstalker, and Vendilion Click as his only creatures. He is not a Dark Covenant deck, so he's and he is passing back without a land.
Huh. So just 3 Underground Seas and that's it. And let's see. Mario, I'm trying to see what he's got in his hand there.
I can't really tell from here.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell. It looks like John Winters is going to go for a Brainstorm. All right. Now this is a Brainstorm I like. John Winters is looking for action, looking for something to do. He's got a fetch land ready to crack it. Probably has a couple cards he doesn't need.
So, debating what to put back, whether to shuffle it away. Looks like Mario Sawyer has a Stifle in his hand. That's the only card I can really make out.
Stifle? Okay. It's worth noting, I guess. See if he stifles when he cracks his fetch lands. Oh. So he brainstorms and keeps one of the cards, putting it on top and choosing to draw instead of fetching.
It looks like he has Crucible.
Alright. Crucible Worlds.
Crucible is a very powerful card in Control Mirrors. It allows a player to not only recur Wastelands to attack, or here we see Mishra's Factory, to attack their opponent's mana base and protect their own from the same, it turns fetch lands into card advantage machines. It lets it lets the player just continue to develop their mana base over and over and over using fetch lands.
Yeah, it just creates an advantage on every turn of the game. Okay, there's a Tombstalker from Mario Sawyer. Creates an advantage on every turn of the game and ensures that you don't lose because your opponent wastelands all your Mishra's Factories. You can always have the standstill advantage. Mario Sawyer stifles one of John Winter's fetch lands. There's that stifle in action.
Which is going to prevent him from getting mana right now, which may stop him being able to deal with that Tombstalker. Looks like John Winters is debating Force of Will. Not clear whether it's on the stifle or the Tombstalker.
Do you like blowing the force here?
I mean, I can't really see what else is in John Winter's hand. I think that he is in such an advantaged position if the game goes long that I think that he wants to protect himself from the possibility of getting killed by that Tombstalker.
Right. Well, you just left it resolve.
All right. So
Cracks another fetch line. And yeah, like you said, card advantage machines. Now, John Winters can basically play a land every single turn thanks to that Crucible of Worlds.
yeah. So the only way that it looks like Mario Sawyers has to kill Crucible, I actually don't. He has one Pernicious Seed I see in his deck list, and I think I saw that Pernicious Seed in his hand earlier in this game.
Okay. That's one option.
Is this going to be? This looks like it might be 4 mana. It could be Jace.
There's the Mind Sculptor.
And Jace comes down. That is a very good answer to a Tombstalker. So
and -1 bounce your Tombstalker. Yep. Try replaying that now. And then Wasteland's one of Mario's precious lands. And John Winters can Wasteland every turn now.
Yep.
I think this game will be over very soon.
Yeah.
Well, there's
finally draws a green source.
Tropical Island.
And I do see Pernicious Deed.
Alright, well, Deed comes down.
So that's a card that he wants to protect.
Yeah, I would force that if John Winters can. You got the force. Does he have the blue card?
So I thought I saw a second Pernicious Deed in his hand, but I only see one in his deck list.
Well, he brought back Wasteland with Crucible. So, he Wasteland away one of Mario's lands, probably the Tropical Island. Seems a little green starved. Oh, Jace Fate Seal, huh? Let's see. So, Fate Seals with Jace. And taps 4.
So we see Elspeth. Elspeth is a powerful planeswalker. My personal favorite. And
I mean, Jace is good, but Elspeth.
So, and one thing that is important to know about Pernicious Deed is that it was printed in the time before Planeswalkers. So
yes,
it specifically tells out, explicitly spells out the
artifacts, creatures
that it destroys not non-land permanents. It destroys artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and creatures, enchantments.
And it does not say non-land permanents, so it can kill animated lands, which is a big one.
Yes.
Notably against Affinity, it could destroy all their artifact lands. So Mario cracks that.
It looks like he's getting Fate Sealed, and Elspeth's probably making another creature. And I imagine that that Wasteland is probably going to take out that green source.
Yeah, I would Wasteland away that Bayou. And Crucible is gone, but still Mario's in terrible position. Taps 2. So puts a standstill to make things even worse.
And kills the. So this game is gone very quickly, very much downhill for Mario Sawyer. It's
basically just over. I mean, so Elspeth, Jace.
Elspeth, Jace plus, plus nothing. Elspeth plus Jace against
and standstill if the opponent
cards. Yeah.
Oh man, Mario's probably wondering, how do I possibly win? I don't think he can.
It's it's pretty difficult for him to actually break out of this position. So Jace continuing to do his fate-sealing duty. Looks like he's found a land and sent it packing. Elspeth ships the LSV token to the air.
All right, take 4. Mario Sawyer drops to 15. And then I mean, you can't really cast any spells before breaking your standstill, right?
I mean, he just can't cast any spells because he has very little mana here.
I mean, John Winters.
Oh right, yeah. John Winters has no need to play anything. He can just sit back, let those planeswalkers do their job. They can cast spells without breaking the standstill.
Ah, yes, planeswalkers. And I think if I were John Winters, I might be sending with that Mistress Factory, but yeah, activates Mistress Factory. And John also has another one in his hand to pump his factory. Chooses not to do that. Tax. A lot of people forget about the pump ability on Mistress Factory, but it can be absolutely brutal.
Seeing, looks like he's casting Dismember or something.
Go for the throat.
Go for the throat.
On the token.
Breaks
John will
the
draw
standstill.
3 cards. 2 blue cards and Tundra. And all right, token down. Factory gets in. And going to Fate Seal you again. Jason on 10 counters, I believe.
Leave that on top.
It's either 10 or 12 counters.
It is on a lot of counters.
Either way, not where Mario Sawyer wants it to be.
Especially when that card got left on top.
Yeah, and so quickly, too. You can have it. It's all yours. Enjoy.
And everything is nearly indestructible if Elspeth says so.
Have Vendilion Click, just in case, so it's in your hand.
So, reveals.
Dismember, Jace,
bunch of
Tarmogoyf,
Jaces.
Deed, Tombstalker.
Nothing he can play, and the card is still on top.
Passes back to Mario Sawyer. Draws. And that's it.
So that's the game.
Mario Sawyer
the match.
concedes. That's the match. John Winters advances to X1, I believe.
Yeah, I believe these players are now 5-1. Well, John Winters is 5-1. Mario Sawyer falls to 4-2.